Hello everybody. So today I am going to demonstrate how to fry rattlesnake. Yeah, we're going to start right at the beginning. So let me turn the camera around so that you can see. This is a rattlesnake that showed up on our back patio last night. There's 1 foot. There's 2 feet. There's 3 feet and a little bit more, 37 inches. Pretty long guy. Biggest one we've had on our property to our knowledge in the years that we have been here. It's kind of exciting last night. I went out to put some aluminum soda cans in the recycling bin out in our sunroom, and the doggy came with me, and all of a sudden I heard what sounded like a sprinkler system coming on, and the dog started barking wildly, and I went out to check out what sprinklers had popped on, since it was an unusual time of night, and I couldn't see any sprinklers going. And as I turned around to face the house, there was this guy sitting in the corner under our gazebo, all coiled up, and his rattles going like crazy. So I ran in and I made sure the dog was safe and got my 22 caliber smoothbore gun with a little snake shot or bird shot and dispatched him. So now we're going to process this guy, and we're going to have fried rattlesnake later on. All right, so the first step is we're going to remove the head because we don't want to be handling that poisonous, venomous thing here. Come on, let's just snip that head off. There we go. That's done. I'm going to take a look in the mouth there. Okay. So now the next part, I'm going to start down here toward the tail, and we're going to open them up. There's the anal cavity. I'm just going to follow this line straight on up all the way. Bit by bit. Here we go. You get to see the insides of the snake. Boy, 3 feet of snake is a lot of snake. My goodness. Okay, so we got that snake opened up. And now we're just gonna take his innards, separate that from the sides. There we go. And that should come out pretty easily. Insides are not poisonous, so I don't have to worry about anything there. Just like cleaning a long fish. Obviously, we won't go through this all. We'll just edit out some of the grossities. Just give you the idea of what needs to be done. You can see that wound there where the 22 bird shot got him. Okay, now I'm going to be washing him a little bit. Cold water. There we go. So we're washing out the body cavity of the snake. Another wound. See, he was coiled up, so when I shot him with the bird shot, it penetrated in a couple of places. Now, if we were out in the wild and we didn't have all this nice running water to work with, might not be quite so pretty, but it still works. All right, there we've got a clean snake. Okay, so now we got a cleaned out snake. The next step is to remove the skin, which is a very simple process because the skin is not tough attached at all. Just a simple process of, maybe it's not as simple as I'm trying to say it is. Just gotta grab it, get it started. There's not a lot of connective tissue to worry about, to have to separate. Just kind of grab it there and pull it off. There you see how easy that is. So this is going to be a great snake skin for a hat band or maybe even a belt. Just gently pulling. Just kind of grab the meat there so the meat doesn't come off with the skin. Kind of similar to skinning a rabbit. The skin comes off pretty easily. When we get down to the tail, we'll just cut the skin off with the buttons intact. Oops. got his tail caught in the dish grate. Getting close to the end now. We're almost there. And now we're just about down to the buttons. That's it. And there you got your snake skin. Put that together. And here's our dressed out snake. You like that? Whee! Woo! Okay. So after cleaning the snake and skinning it, the next thing to do is to cut it into nice bite-sized morsels. We're going to leave the bones in. We're just going to cut it into bite-sized sections. Careful not to get my fingers in the way. There we go. Oops. There we are. A nice pile of rattlesnake meat. So now these pieces of rattlesnake meat are ready for seasoning. I like to use an old Kirkland Kettle brand potato chip bag because it's nice and sturdy and leak free. And I like to use a mixture of flour and maybe a little Lowry seasoning salt, some garlic, and some lemon pepper. Anyway, we take the handful of those things and throw them in the bag. And shake it up good. What does that look like? Put that in there. And make sure that's all nicely coated. If you want to double drench it or something, you want a thicker coating, you could dip it in some buttermilk or something like that. It would work real good. Check that up just a little bit more. So that stuff's ready to cook. And there's a nice plate of seasoned rattlesnake meat ready to go into the frying pan. So here's my bits of snake meat, rattlesnake, frying up in the pot. I'm not quite deep frying it. I have to stir it every once in a while. But it is going to be crispy and delicious. Well, there's advantages to living out in the country. Fried rattlesnake. Yum, yum. Let's try a piece. Mmm. Good. You're right. Rattlesnake meat is a good white meat. Kind of like chicken or frog legs or rabbit. And it is yummy. Now, littler ones, the bones are crunchy and good, just eat it whole. This one's a little bigger, so if you're gonna eat the bones, you gotta chew up a little bit more. But yeah, it's good. No question about it. I did this kind of semi-cowboy style. The oil I fried it in was a combination of grapeseed oil, which is real good frying oil, and with just a touch of bacon grease. Yeah, cowboy style. Yum. Anyway, I'm going to enjoy this. You ought to too, if you have a chance.